Shalom, Akim. More praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Rakak Double honor to the apostles, elders of the great millstone. Salutations once again to you sincere brothers out there of the hopeful elect. All right. Uh, okay, we all hearing about what's going on in Russia. Vladimir Putin had his big speech where he's addressing the Russian Confederation about the attacks, all right, by the Wagner Group in Russia. Okay. No matter how you look at it, it's the Most High doing his work, working his magic, man, working his wonders, to fulfill prophecy. Okay. Whether it's USA, CIA involvement in trying to set up a military coup in Russian Confederation, because that shows signs of desperation more than anything. Because America is losing its allies to the Eastern forces, Russia and China and the rest of the BRICS nations or countries rather. All right, or whether there's false flags attacks going on in Russia. Because one thing people gotta stop doing is focusing so much on what Western media is saying, and also look at alternative media. All right, hear from the citizens in Russia and China and people who lived out there for a certain amount of years and are familiar with the terrain and the politics. Okay, in which they do lie as well. All right, but they give you a different perspective of what Western media is giving to you. So there's the same tactics that's being pulled in America to keep a fear factor going on the citizens to accept going to war or continuing war. Russia and China, they do the same exact thing with the citizens of their country. All right, ultimately, they set up false flags attacks, red herrings, all sorts of things, man, to instill fear in the people, to keep to keep the citizens of their country believing that they need to be protected and therefore have to continue on with this war to fight the boogeyman, so to speak. All right, so this is just at the end of the day an Illuminati tactic by the so-called white man, in which the Most High is bringing this all to pass, so that he can eventually destroy Esau as a nation. We know Russia is going to eventually destroy America, right along with other countries that have nuclear capabilities in this third world's war to come. Okay, but keep in mind the Russians are Edomites, man, and the Lord is going to bring down Esau, Edom, as a nation of people. All right, so Russia's going to be parts of Russia is going to be destroyed, and whoever's left in Russia who escapes the nuclear destruction, they're going to be gathered up and going to slavery. Okay, so I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. All right, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. You got these different world rulers, global rulers, even the elites of Esau society who are the puppet masters, the shadow government, all right, who controls the presidents, the sitting presidents, or the ones who are the face to represent these different countries and nations, man. All right, and their cabinet as well, and all of their politics. Okay, all right. The Lord is in total control over them, man. They have an agenda to fulfill, and they're trying to achieve it by taking all of these different measures, which one of the main ones is war. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Yeah, man. So whether it be Vladimir Putin, whether it be Joe Biden, whoever the sitting president is of these different countries, they're ultimately being given instruction by the Most High. Of course, they're Edomites, so the Most High is dealing with them through Satan. All right, the spiritual demon Satan is giving these Edomite leaders their instructions, but it's all to their own deception. All right. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right. So it's a chess game, but it's really not a chess game, because it's just the Lord playing with these Edomites, man. You know, to ultimately fulfill prophecy. All right. So these devils are going down, man. No matter how you look at it, no matter what party is in office, okay, war is going to be continual until Babylon the Great is destroyed, which is America. You know, you could throw a Republican in there, you could throw a Democrat in there. The war is not going to stop. It's going to continue to escalate and excel, and the collapsing of the dollar and all of the other problems that's going on in society is going to continue to blossom until America is destroyed, man. All right? Okay? By these world leaders, man. All right? So I'm going to end this video on that note. Say shalom. I'll be rocking to you brothers out there. Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.